Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. To everyone that is new to this channel, welcome. My name is Michelle Lima and I hope that you are going to enjoy all the personal development content that comes onto this channel. So I think before we get into this video, I just want to find out how you guys are doing as far as your goals and your plans are concerned. I know at the beginning of the year we kind of did speak about going in hard, and I did a video in the beginning of the month where I'll show you guys how to plan for the month. It's basically literally how I plan for my months to kind of make sure that stuff work. And I know that there's been a lot of changes this month, particularly with us not being able to work. So there are some businesses that you might not be able to start right now because of everything that's been going on. So yeah, just curious on how you guys have been doing and hoping that you are still kind of going forward and doing whatever it is that you still need to do. So on today's video, I literally, it's like a unplanned type of thing that I really want to share with you guys. I just want to open my phone so I can get to the scripture that I want to share. So today I just want to share something with you guys that has been really in my heart as far as this whole season is concerned, and I thought, let me pull up the camera and let me chat to you guys and let us kind of share. So I want to share from Ecclesiastes 11 verse 4, which says, or which reads, "If you wait until the wind and the weather are just right, you will never sow anything and never harvest anything." And verse 5 says, "God made everything, and you can no more understand what he does than you understand how new life begins in the womb of a pregnant woman." Number 6 says, "Do your sowing in the morning and in the evening too. You never know whether it will all grow well or whether one sowing will do better than the other." And I've actually been meditating on this scripture for quite a while now, and I thought let me just bring it forth and kind of share with you guys where my head is at as far as it's concerned. So one of the biggest things I want to highlight is what it says in 4, which is, "He who watches the wind never sows." And I realized that this time particularly can easily and very easily become the wind to all of us because we are so confined to certain things. That means that there's certain things that right now we cannot do, and sometimes we can easily make this time as an excuse to say that I don't want to, or I can't do anything, mainly because I'm always at home the whole time, or I don't have the time, or whatever, I'm stressed, or whatever the case is. And this scripture has actually encouraged me more than anything to take action, even though right now may seem like the wind. Like the scripture says, "He who watches the wind never sows," because when you constantly are watching at all the things that are wrong around you, you never get to actually take action. So this goes back to the conversations that we've been having further to say that, you still need to act anyway, and you still need to be able to deliver your best even though the circumstances don't look like it. And verse 5 carries on to say that God made everything, and you can no more understand what he does than you understand how new life begins in the womb of a woman. And for me, it's like, if a woman is pregnant, yes, they know that they are pregnant, but you don't understand truly the magnitude of what is happening, inside of you, what organs are shifting, and this birth of this new life. And I'm taking that into the season right now to say that I might not really understand what's happening with the virus, what's happening, there's people dying, there's people getting sick. It's such a risky moment. There's so much uncertainty, and there's a lot of things I can never understand, but one thing I can understand is that I'm in God's hands. And even though things might not be favorable right now, even if I'm not doing what I love to do, I know that, like his word says, that it'll always work together for our good. And that for me just encourages me to say that God is still at work and he is still moving things. And there are a lot of people that received opportunities. You had plans and goals and visions and dreams that you still want to accomplish this year, and this is not the time to chuck everything away or put it on hold, but this is definitely the time to start acting and start planning. And I know that sometimes our action at this moment in time can be limited, but sometimes you can actually do that small thing, which is beginning. And for me today, my action was something that I've been procrastinating for the longest of time, and it's something that I planned in the beginning of the year, which is I planned a new series called, or new segments to say, called Tea with Michelle on my Instagram, to go live on Instagram as frequent as possible and literally really talk to you guys about anything and everything. And today, as I was getting ready, the scripture came back to my mind because I've been meditating on it, and I was like, you know what, I need to act. I can't wait for, when everything is okay. I can't wait for when I feel like it, but I just need to continue acting because I need to sow and not really look at the wind, mainly because in every season still needs you to sow and reap. And we've spoken a lot about this in several videos where we spoke about investing and sowing in your dreams and sowing in everything that matters to you. And I think in this season, it's such a powerful message to be reminded of, because there can easily be that resistance in us because things are not favorable right now. You know, there's so much uncertainty. People don't know how far they're going to go. People don't know whether they're going to get the disease. You know, I've just personally had a friend's father die because of the virus, and you look at all those things that are happening, and they can easily start instilling fear in you, and that fear immediately makes you no longer want to act and no longer want to do, and you start chucking away everything that God has spoken to you to do this year. But I just want to use this video as a point of encouragement to say, don't be distracted and do not move from where God has placed you. You know, continue to remain in that same position and continue to act, because God knows when He gave that vision to you, He knew that this time was going to happen. It's not it didn't take Him by surprise. Like, it's not a moment that He's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm going to place Michelle. I don't know how I'm going to place Lusanda in this situation. But He's just like, I knew that this was going to happen, and it's always going to work together for her good, for His good, you know, for my good, because these are my children. And I've just continued to take that in this season. And also to refer to verse 6 that says, do your sowing in the morning and in the evening too. You never know whether it will all grow well or whether one sowing will do better than the other. And also for me, this, you know, in this season, when you put the wind aside, for me, the morning and the evening is literally at different times and at different things. You know how they say don't put all your eggs in one basket? That's literally has been my interpretation for this verse that says, you know, do your sowing in the morning and the evening, because sometimes you don't really know which one is going to work. So I'm going to put all my energy in my business. I'm going to put the energy into my YouTube. I'm going to put the energy into my Instagram, into my Twitter, into all the other things that I do, because I don't know which one is going to blossom. But I really have to continuously give in my energy, give in my time, mainly because the more I do that, one thing is bound to happen anyway. Like, one of the things is bound to really become greater and become bigger. And I just want to use that again as a point of encouragement to you, to say this is your time to still act, and this is really your time to do all those things you've always been nervous about, all those things you've always been scared about, to say, I don't know what people are going to think of me, or I'm too scared to do this, whatever the case is. This is really your time to be fearless. And I think more than anything, if the season doesn't do anything for you, it better really open you up to the fact that life is too short to really shy away from things that we've always wanted to do because of what people are going to think of us. You know, it really out to sharpen up our heads to say that we have a purpose to live, and things can easily happen that could just scatter us and change all of our lives. But we have been so graced with the time and the day and our lives and everything that is around us, no matter how unfavorable it can sometimes seem. But we've been so graced with that we owe it nothing but action. You know, we owe it nothing but that just to, you know, carry on and do everything else that we've always wanted to do, because we've got this one life we need to live. And with this one life, our purpose still needs to be accomplished, and it still needs to be given that the respected desires, the respected needs. So go back to, you know, your plan for the year. What did you want to do? What was your plan? What are the things that you wanted to specifically accomplish for this year, and how are you planning to do that? And start improvising. And also, I just want to open up the challenge that you also need to realize that this season, no matter how hard it is, it's going to open up different opportunities, and you need to start thinking out of the box. And that's what sowing is about. You know, you don't just do it the same way every time, but you really pray for that discernment, and you really pray for those new ideas to come, because now when you sow, you're sowing differently. And maybe if you plan to start or do something in the beginning of the year, maybe after this there are going to be favorable favorable moments for you to actually do whatever it is that you've always wanted to do. And this is the time to be super sensitive to that. This is the time to really realize that, wait a minute, this could change the way we do business. This could change the way we do things. This could change how we, you know, communicate, how we work around things. And be open to that. Really be open to kind of getting better with everything else that you've always wanted to do. And also realize that every season requires you to sow, even if it's harvest season. I think our biggest mistake is that we might be looking at a position where, yes, everything else in the world is going wrong, but maybe your life is going great and you feel like there's no need for you to take any action. But what you need to realize is that even in the season of harvest, like any farmer would tell you, they are still planting other things, so that when that season of harvest ends, they are in the next season that they're going to get into, they are continuously harvesting because they're continuously planting. And that is how the principle of sowing and and reaping really works, that it is a continuous cycle that really doesn't have to wait for this one to finish so that you can start doing this one, but at all times you need to start sowing. So you need to start sowing in your life, sowing in your dreams, sowing in your relationships for those that are home, and sowing in your mental health, sowing in your career, in whatever it is that you've always wanted to. This is definitely your time to start doing that. So I just wanted to really give you guys this video as a point of encouragement to say, go and meditate on Ecclesiastes 11 verse 4 to 6. Verse 4 particularly is my favorite, but I think going from 4 to 6 is really important because it gives you quite a lot of insight on what is actually being spoken about. And yeah, I really hope that this video has actually motivated you guys and has made you want to act more, and more than anything has uplifted you to continue to sow and continue to work on it, because you are possibly reaping some of the things that you saw in January, but maybe in July you need to be reaping, and in July you'll possibly only reap the things that you start sowing now. So don't give up, don't be discouraged, don't be tired. Let's keep pushing and let's keep working. And yeah, if you do not follow me on Instagram already, please do go ahead and do. The feature is going live today. Well, today because I'm shooting the video, so I've already put a post out, and if you've seen it, that's awesome. If you haven't, I will definitely be letting you guys know when I do go live again, and then we can chat. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I hope that you're staying safe and sound with your families. And yeah, thank you again. Have yourself an awesome one, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.